Welcome back to the channel. I haven't been talking about discussing football in a while now, so I want to make a quick reaction to this guy, Ramovic, and also, am I the only one that thinks Rulani MOKOENA is overrated? Am I the only one that thinks that Rulani MOKOENA is the most overrated coach in South Africa by far and in a very long time? I mean, the guy is hardly criticized, and I'll try to compare him with Pitso Mosimane. I mean, he's not even comparable. Pitso Mosimane is far ahead of Rulani MOKOENA, right? Okay, one will say Rulani MOKOENA is still young, right? But then again, so not enough scrutiny is put on Rulani MOKOENA when you compare him with Pitso Mosimane. Pitso Mosimane was under so much scrutiny when he was at MAMELODI Sundowns. Literally criticized every single time. Post-game analysis, post-games interview criticized, being put under pressure by the likes of Robert Marawa during his game match post and pre-game interview. Constantly under pressure. Rulani MOKOENA is actually like cruising. He's cruising and is actually underachieving. If we're being honest, he's underachieving massively underachieving, because this season failed to win two domestic competition that he should be walking, the competition that he should be winning easily, because he has the squad, he has so much depth in the squad, has the technical team, has whatever it takes, everything, all the tools provided to him to win these trophies. But then he's failing. He failed to win 2 trophies, and also the Champions League that was set up for him to win, the Champions League that was literally like for him to win. I mean, the game against Esperance, he lost us that game, and then he goes on to say it took Pitso Mosimane 4 seasons in order to win the Champions League. What a liar, man! What a lie! Took Pitso Mosimane, he won the Champions League in his 3rd season. He won the Champions League in his 3rd full season. And again, let's not be honest. Let's be honest here. Rulani MOKOENA was a co-coach during with MANGCOBA, right? So at the end of the day, he was still like the head coach of MAMELODI Sundowns. So he shouldn't dare say it took him 1 season. He still had like as much input in the team as MANGCOBA. And I will actually like go as far as saying he had much more input when you compare him to MANGCOBA. So in a way, Rulani MOKOENA has failed at MAMELODI Sundowns, because this is like because there's 2021, 2022, 2023. This is like his 4th season of him being a co-coach with MANGCOBA, and we have not even been in the finals of Champions League. 4 seasons. So and again, not much scrutiny is put on Rulani MOKOENA. MAMELODI Sundowns fans are just happy because he's winning the league. I mean, we've been winning the league for some time. Since Pitso Mosimane was here, we've been winning the league. We can't be celebrating the league every single season. We need to win Champions League. Champions League is the main tournament here in Africa, and we should be dominating it. And for us to have like more than 8 years now without winning the Champions League is not good enough. It's not good enough. So much money spent on players for us to win the Champions League. So much money spent on us to maintain our record in the Champions in PSL. So much money is spent on MAMELODI Sundowns to make sure that like we win the league everything, and also dominating the league. Okay, one thing that I'll give him credit for, going the season unbeaten. Seems like we're gonna finish the league unbeaten. I'll give him credit for that. But then again, he had that should be a normal. That should be a normality. That should be a norm, because we don't have much competition in the country. I mean, you see how the gap between number 1 and number 2. Yes, we should be that should be expected, right? Especially considering that we failed to win MTN 8 and Carling knockout. So yes, we deserve to be going the whole season unbeaten. But then again, this notion of like Rulani MOKOENA is like the second coming of Moses, never is immune to criticism, never criticized. It's like if you criticize Rulani MOKOENA, it's like you've done wrong. I mean, you compare him with Pitso Mosimane. It's massively underachieved when you compare Pitso Mosimane's achievements at MAMELODI Sundowns with Rulani MOKOENA. This like Pitso Mosimane dominated the league. As much as didn't go the whole season unbeaten, but then it took MAMELODI Sundowns from nothing basically, and took bring us here. I mean, the Sundowns that he found under Johan Neskens, the Sundowns that Johan Neskens left, it was literally like nothing. And remember, even we had like one for like six seasons without winning a trophy. Pitso Mosimane took us down there in the gutter and put us there. Literally, like not even like us being the most dominant team in the country. No, it literally took us to the pinnacle of Africa. We won the Champions League. From winning Champions League, we won and competed in the Club World Cup, which has never been done in South African football. Never been done in the history of Mamelodi Sundowns. So whatever that Rulani Mokoena is doing right now is just maintaining what Pitso Mosimane has set up. Pitso Mosimane has set up the standards. And without Pitso Mosimane, I don't think Rulani Mokoena even ends up being Mamelodi Sundowns coach. So I feel like he should be thankful to Pitso Mosimane, because without Pitso Mosimane, Rulani Mokoena is not as Mamelodi Sundowns coach. And let's not forget one thing: Rulani Mokoena literally failed at Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates team that like Jose Refiero found and built and made it a cup-winning team, consistently winning cups. It also went to Chippa United, failed at Chippa United, and then that's when Pitso brought him back to Mamelodi Sundowns. But then for him to have the arrogance that he has right now, for him to have the attitude that he has right now, I mean, the guy has no identity. The guy has no identity, because whatever that he's doing is copying Pitso Mosimane, is copying, Pep Guardiola is copying Xabi Alonso, is copying every single one. I mean, as a coach, you ought to have your own identity. You ought to have, if this is not trying, then you're going back to the drawing board, you're going back to the basics. He doesn't have that, because whatever that is doing is modeling on other coaches. And I mean, you compare him with Pitso Mosimane. Pitso Mosimane, he believed in his identity. Pitso Mosimane, as much as like he would take some pointers from here and there, but then most of the time you know that Pitso Mosimane will play 4-4-2. You know Pitso Mosimane, okay, he would play 4-4-3, 4-3-3 sometimes, but then his main thing was 4-4-2. Does Rulani have an identity? I don't think so, because whatever that he does is doing whatever Pep Guardiola is doing whatever Xabi Alonso is doing whatever Mikel Arteta is doing, and you ask yourself, I mean, the guy is confused. Sometimes I remember he was with Dortmund, not Dortmund. He was at Liverpool saying he looks up to Jurgen Klopp. He was also saying he looks up. I mean, the guy looks up to. Is also called Mourinho. I mean, he's just a confused person, and he has no identity. So what kind of legacy is he gonna leave when it's all done? When it's all said and done? And in a way, I actually believe in Ramovic, because if imagine like now Rulani Mokoena coaching Supersport United, that is decent enough to be competing for trophies. I don't think you'll be winning any trophy at Supersport. And one thing that is never gonna leave Mamelodi Sundowns, because that's where he's comfortable. Because if he ever dare to leave Mamelodi Sundowns and go to another team, he will be exposed for the fraud that he is. He will be exposed for the fraud that he is, because he's not gonna be able to win trophies anywhere else. Unlike Pitso Mosimane won trophies at Supersport, won trophies at Mamelodi Sundowns, won trophies at Al Ahly, won trophies at Al Ahly in Saudi Arabia, won trophies everywhere that he went. My guy here failed to win trophies at Orlando Pirates, failed to win anything at Chippa United. The only thing that is winning is that Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns, our team that is used to. I mean, if you're a coach and you're not winning any trophies at Mamelodi Sundowns, then you're failing, because at the end of the day, you have all the tools, you have all the resources for you to win the trophy. So at the end of the day, coaches should not be given credit for winning the league, because the league was won even before he came to Mamelodi Sundowns. The only thing that he should be winning is Champions League, because that's one thing that we haven't won since Pitso Mosimane in 2016. That's the only thing that he should be winning, and he failed to do that. It's been failing since Pitso Mosimane left, right? Never been to finals. And then he has the cheek to say it took Pitso Mosimane 4 seasons to win the championship. Didn't take Pitso Mosimane to 4 seasons to win. It took him, like, he won it in his third season. So basically it took him 2 years took him 2 years to win the Champions League. And I just hate the way he normally disrespect Pitso Mosimane, because it has to stop, because Pitso Mosimane set up a strong foundation at Mamelodi Sundowns. A very strong foundation and winning mentality. Literally winning mentality that is that Mamelodi Sundowns is because of Pitso Mosimane. Pitso Mosimane went to Mamelodi Sundowns after Johan Neskens left. He made sure that like the security guards, the training people, the catering people, they have the winning mentality. The management, they have the winning mentality. The kid manager has the winning mentality, and also instilled that winning mentality into his players. So like now, that winning mentality was instilled long before Rulani MOKOENA would even dream of being Mamelodi Sundowns. So like he found a well-oiled machine. Do you think Rulani MOKOENA can take Mamelodi Sundowns where Pitso Mosimane took Mamelodi Sundowns and actually take it to the pinnacle of African football? Not just winning the league, but then the pinnacle of African football, and beyond that, going to the Champions League. He wouldn't be able to do that. He wouldn't be able to do that. He found a well-oiled machine, took advantage of it, and I mean the Sundowns that Rulani MOKOENA finds, that is like the right that is also still playing right now, is on autopilot. I mean, you take Ramovic, you take him and you take him to Mamelodi Sundowns to coach Mamelodi Sundowns. He wins the league easily. If he can do what he's doing with TS Galaxy, then imagine what he can do with Mamelodi Sundowns, with the budget that Mamelodi Sundowns has. So I just feel like people, this thing of not criticizing Rulani MOKOENA needs to stop. The guy is like it's like he's walking on water. If you criticize him, then you get crucified. And even like with this video, I expect so many people to really say bad things in the comments, because again, it looks like he's anti-criticism. You can't criticize him. So I mean, I agree with Ramovic. The only thing that I don't agree with him, which I thought it was just petty, saying Mamelodi Sundowns should sign Messi, Mbappe and CR7. Other than that, what he said about Rulani MOKOENA, the truth. He said the truth. The man did not lie. The man was preaching here. I'm just gonna play this video again.
Many times also with $1 million great attitude players, and this is what we have. We don't have the financial power like them to spend over 200 million and to be outclassed, let's say like this, because we dominated, I think, the whole game. And this is the unbelievable, beautiful credit to my players. It's just amazing. Again, what a game from my players, because we played 3 days ago and the same squad, the same players, they had this kind of...
I mean, the guy's not, if you actually like you pay attention to what this guy's saying, he's not lying. Rulani MOKOENA has so many players, he spends so much money. The guy doesn't have the budget. The guy should actually turning water into wine. That's what he's doing at TS Galaxy. He's turning water into wine.
Of energy, what they showed, we didn't change 5 players like they did, because they have a bigger squad, but all in all, congratulations also for the opponent for a fair, tough game. It was a beautiful game. I think the people, the supporters, they enjoyed it. But we have to be also clear, we had unbelievable chances. The only thing is where we have to improve, and this is what I said, the last pass or to score when you have this kind of opportunities, because you don't get so many opportunities if you play against a great team like they have. But we had it, and this is a beautiful right for us. We won the game for us. Yes, it's just a point, but the attitude, the braveness, they came, how they supported us, and this.
Yeah, anyways, that's the end of the video. Like I said, man, I don't understand why Rulani MOKOENA is so protected. It needs to stop. Should be treated like the way Pitso Mosimane was treated. So you have the likes of Velile Mnyandu and Zola, also Mike Makap. I don't know, man. I don't know if maybe they want free tickets to Mamelodi Sundowns games, but it needs to be criticized when it's doing wrong. So yeah.